Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I welcome and support the primary aims of the bill, which is to establish the establishment, operation, licensing and regulation of the district pneumatic waste conveyance system, and to introduce progressive wage model bonus for cleaners. On the DPWCS, the benefits of it are plain to appreciate, and the Honourable Senior Minister of State has enumerated them in her speech. I don't propose to repeat them, but I would also add that this system would go a long way in helping our government achieve its stated intent of reaching 70% recycling rate by 2030. As the Honourable Ms. Quay just mentioned, this is because the DPWCS supports separation of waste. This also follows the example in a number of other countries, as mentioned by the learned SMS, such as Sweden and South Korea and UK. I have 4 queries on the DPWCS. First, as mentioned by learned SMS, there was a HDB pilot run in several locations in Singapore. The feedback is generally very positive, but there were 2 concerns raised. One is in relation to the sound of the system, the suction noise, and the other one is smell that may arise from time to time from choked pipes. Will there be standards ascribed for the licensees to follow via subsidiary legislation? And also gleaning from the experience of other countries, a point that Honourable Mr. Zainal Sapari made. And will there also be quality of service standards in terms of effecting recovery? Next, on the issue of cost, point that was highlighted by the Honourable Dr. Lee Bee Wah and Ms. Sylvia Lim, what would be the expected life cycle costs of the DPWCS? Would it be lower than compared to the current system? I gather from the HDB pilot there was an MND grant provided to the Town Council to deal with extra costs associated with the implementation of the pilot. Will there be a similar situation under the DPWCS? I further note that under sections 31M and N there will be connection and tariff charges. What will be the expected costs of the residents? Will there be regulation or guidance given to licensees on how the tariffs should be implemented for residents? Next, on the issue of scale, I note that Section 31F, or the proposed Section 31F, excludes premises controlled or managed by Town Council, a point highlighted by the Honourable Ms. Sylvia Lim. May I please ask, what's the rationale for excluding HDB estates? Shouldn't NEA be the agency to regulate all PWCS in housing estates, public or private, just like the regulation of water pipes? Does NEA also contemplate having a DPWCS that serves both public and private estates, such that residents can enjoy a higher level of scale and potentially higher cost savings as well? Finally, what incentives can be provided to existing estates to convert to PWCS, recognizing the environmental and the hygiene benefits of the system? Can NEA consider something similar to the HDB pilots, like, for example, MND grants? I move on to the introduction of the progressive wage model bonus. I fully support the amendments which adopts the recommendation of the tripartite cluster for cleaners chaired by the Honourable Mr. Zainal Sapari. This amendment directly helps these cleaners better cope with cost of living issues. I am concerned, however, about the impact vis-à-vis existing cleaning contracts with margins already locked in, a point that Mr. Chen highlighted just now. I note that under the proposed Section 80H, subsection 6 of the Act, the Director General will have the power to postpone the effective date of specified amounts by the Commissioner for Labour. What would be the considerations the Director General have in mind before exercising this power? How would he strike the balance between ensuring that the cleaners benefit from this wage increases on one hand, and also deal with the predicament of cleaning contractors who are already locked in on the price of cleaning contracts, which still have a significant performance period to perform? That's all.